there. It's fine. I opened the game. It's not. Okay. So, this is a game, as you can tell from the beginning, is a game called Children of SilentTown. I don't know too much about it. I got it, and this is like the prologue, basically, to the game. It's messing with my light. It's interesting from what I've seen. The little snippets of it that I've seen are quite... It's really cool. I'll just continue with it. I'm apparently drawing something. Anything else I can click other than draw? I guess not. So let's continue to draw. Lucy. 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 Someone is calling me. Stand up. That's weird. I can't hear it. That never ends necessarily well. Lucy, help me. Why am I so orange? Lucy, don't turn around. Ah! Whoa. And we're here. That nightmare again. Hey, Lucy, pass the ball, please. Why am I so freaking orange? I got a ball. Maybe. got a ball. Thanks, Lucy. Pass it here. Thank you. This time I threw it a bit too hard. Too far. What were you doing? I had another nightmare. Oh, I see. I often have nightmares too. Really? How do you get rid of that feeling? Me? I don't know. When I'm scared of something, I hide so nobody can find me. That's why I'm so good at hide and seek. Want to join us? We're all playing in the square, but we need another player. Sure. Let's go. I don't like the fact that he just like moonwalked out for a moment. This game, like the design of this game looks so cool. Here, take it. Sky, you're not supposed to stop the ball. I'm going to show you my super shots. Not again. Sky. This is where things come in to bite me. I'll let him go through it. Here comes Sky's super shots. Straight into the garden. Here we are again. Who are you? Lucy, I've been waiting for you. Told you not to be too late. Come on, we have to make dinner. Say goodbye to your friends, dear. Hi, Mom. Yes, I'm coming. I have to go, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye, Lucy. See you. Who's going to get the ball back now? Remember, children, it's almost evening. Go back home soon. Yes. Sky, fetch the ball. Why always me? You're the one that launched it over it. I don't care if I'm the one to blame for it. You launched it over the fence, so you go get it. Here we are. Lucy, about time you showed up. You had to be at home a while ago, am I right? Why don't you help Mom, honey? Let's cook some tasty dinner, and then we go to bed early. Don't make us coming looking for you next time, okay? Go help Mom now. Do I walk with WASD? No, it's point and click adventure. Come on, sweetheart. Let's make some dinner. Can you grab this saucepan? Saucepan. Got a small pan. Can you grab the saucepan? Take. Thank you, sweetheart. Now, let's see. I might need something else. The fireplace needs wood. Pick us up on the chest and rekindle it. I will start working on the stew. Watch, don't burn your fingers. Why is there a sleeping cat or possum on top of it? Puff, you're heavy. It's a cat. Okay, I gotta figure out some way to get Puff off of me. What is that? Salt, safe from a clumsy cat. That Puff's bed. The candle we use for the cellar. Mother. Puff is on it, though. cupboard does what furniture usually does. Can I grab the cat? Shove the cat in the bag. Because of cooking meat. Today there's soup, so no need for them. Fire's almost out. Yeah, I know. I need something to be able to get Puff off the top, though. Stool. Squishy bed. What? Let's see. Freaking. Aha! Better keep it with me. Got Lucy's diary. Can I use the diary? Okay. How scary is that? Squishy toy. Got Puff's toy. I might move my camera to the bottom right. There we go. There we go. That way you can see the items as well as the gear and the... Add a bit more. How I wish I could hear the roars in the forest. Whoa. Lucy, are you good? Nope. It is most definitely not inflated. Puff. Is it Puff or is it Squinty? Luckily, Mother's lie didn't fall to the ground. It's a really nice one. Of course. It makes a really nice sound. Found a note. Interesting. Okay. Lucy notes down every unusual sound she hears in her diary, creating melodies. Once a melody is complete, you can use it in your adventure. Ooh! Right, the fire. Yeah, Lucy, come on. Got some wood. Fire! There we go. There's some crackling. I guess the wood was enough. I need salami now. Can you fetch it for me, Lucy? It's in the cellar. Be careful with the stairs, and use a candle. You'll need some light. Grab candle. You got a candle. Here it is. I should light it up. What do you mean I should light it up? Just shove it in the fire. Oh, I legitimately did. Alright, I was mostly joking, but... Ooh. It's too dark. Yeah, like, freaking take the candle. Take the candle. Oh, okay. There we go. The room is now lit. I can go down. Squinty? I like Squinty. He's a little cat tato. He's a burrito. Maybe one day I should take them out. What is happening with my chair right now? I'm having all kinds of issues today. I don't know why. What is that? Ah, that's the salami. Where did Squinty's toy go? Dad says that if we dry fish, it will last for a long time. He knows a lot of stuff about cooking. Squinty, where's your toy? Did you lose it? I get that. My cat loses her little mouse all the time. Not easy to grab them when they're up so high, but the cat likes ham as much as we do. It's an old rusty sibyl. That's comforting. When does this go bad? Now that I think about it. Squinty, leave that fish be. Shoot! What a pest. Hey, don't call the cat a pest. He's adorable. You're talking about Lusa. It's been 2 days already. His father didn't want people to know, but it's crystal clear. Oh no. This didn't happen in a long time. Will we even be free? Will we ever be free? Don't be a fool. It will never end. Do not forget. This is why we have rules. Dear, nobody can forget that. Never. Not even for one night. How can you say such things? Did I mess up when Sky wanted to do his shot? No. It's been a long time since silence fell on this village. Yeah, I know. But it happened. And it will happen again. We were caught off guard. What happened? What will his father do now? Lucy? I'll go see him tomorrow. Just trying to think about it. Are they talking about another missing person? I've missed a lot, apparently. But like, it's not really that I've missed a lot, it's that a whole lot hasn't been said about any of it. Because when I came in is whenever you guys came in. The very start of the game, with the drawings and stuff like that. Yes, Lucy? Well, nothing. I heard some noise before. Is Squinty in the cellar again? He was up to no good, wasn't he? Anyway, do you have the salami? I does indeed, Mother Dearest. It looks like a roll of poop in my inventory, but... Oh, nice. This tastes so good in here. What's left now? Yes, some salt. It's on the shelf. Can you please grab it? And you can go play. Thank you, sweetheart. I already know how to get it. Got a stool. Squinty, stop. Lucy. Thank God you're okay. I got so scared. Forgive me, it was too high for you. Don't worry about dinner. I can do that. As for you, little pest, get out. Go out and play. I'm on it. Sure. Where are you going, Lucy? Sun is setting. You should stay home. But I'd stay in the backyard while it's still light outside. I swear, I won't go far. Okay, deal. When dinner's ready, I'll call you and you come here immediately. Sound good? Alright, just don't do too far. The village is not safe after dusk. What is this? Molly. It's just for a few minutes and it's just in the front of the house. Sometimes you are too soft. Stupid cat, he made me fall. Now I'm going to have a bum on my head. Bump. Yeah, let's play with the axe. The woodworker always leaves his tools around and then gets angry if you touch anything. Well, it's too heavy for me. I'm going to turn the audio down a little bit. That's a little better. What's in here? Sometimes when we play hide and seek, I slip in here, assuming there's no woodworker around. Once he threatened to lock us in. Sounds like a blast. The woodworker is really good at his job. Who's the woodworker? I think Mom's lyre is his work. There's a lot to look at. This is where the woodworker works. Better not touch anything. Wood! Every morning, the woodworker goes to the forest to collect wood. Everyone in the village relies on him. I would like to learn more about the forest, but he never talks to anyone. Woodworker, what? Stocks his logs here. Water spigot. Old lady! Sorry, Mr. Spider. Fountain no longer works. We go to the well to get the water. Those are weird doors. Seems like this handle might fall at any moment. Ah, whoops. It really came off. Got a weird hand. Okay, that's just in my inventory now. Stuff's been here since they tried to make the flower bed. I think they will never finish it. Probably not. I call it the scrap track. Oh, lady! Let me just phase through you for a moment, sorry. Kitty, kitty, what happened to your fur? You're all covered in salt. He's named Squinty. He made me fall while I was carrying the salt. He's a real pest, always looking for trouble. Oh, but of course, cats can be mischievous, but also very clever. Did you mistreat him? Maybe he does not like you anymore. No, that's not the case. I can see that you're a good girl. Not like these cowards whispering all the time. Bah. Believe me, child, they're all crazy around here. I'm an old crazy lady. You can trust me. Right, Furball? You can trust this old crazy lady. Wait. Here, take this. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. You got a pendant. Looks like rubbish. See, I've been trying to do the British accent, and I didn't even know that this was supposed to be a British game. Lucy, you'll have to be very brave. Understood? What do you mean? Ah, dumb old lady. You'll never give in. Right? Perhaps. She's really a tad crazy. Squinty! Squinty, did you make a new friend? Mommy said not to leave the alley. Sign shows the way to the well in the square. A bell. Let me look at the bell. Bell. It won't work. There's no clapper. Smack it. Hey, new note. Lucy, dinner's ready. Come home. Coming. What's gonna go bad? Squinty, come with me. Squinty? Where are you going? Come back here. And this is where the things go bad. Squinty, it's dark already. Oh, Lucy, don't do that. Squinty? Ooh. Squinty, please. Where are you? It's getting cold. What was that? Squinty? Is that you? I don't like it here. That ain't Squinty. Oh. There's something out there. Who knows what happened to Squinty? No. Oh, thank God, Squinty. Squinty! I thought you were gone. I was so worried. You've been here the whole time? Bad cat. Stop running away. Lucy, dinner is ready. We're just waiting for you. Coming. Oh, Squinty's adorable. Lucy. Yes. Squinty's adorable. And the dad's just gone. He's dead. Got a note. Supposed to. Okay, yeah, I was supposed to click that one. Why is there 2 pages of notes now? Well done, Lucy. That was very good. I will stop here for today. No, please, let's continue a bit more. But Lucy, it's late already. Also, weren't you the one who didn't want to study singing? No, I like it now. Oh, really? What changed? I thought it would be boring, but I like singing with you. Alright, let's sing a bit more. Yes. That's adorable. Now when's the badness going to happen? I mean, out of technicality, some of the badness had already happened, but that's the badness. The roars from the forest, like on the page. Well, alright then. We'd always lived surrounded by that forest. Lucy? Lucy, honey, are you listening? Ha! Another nightmare. Is that it? What? Children of SilentTown coming soon. I'm excited. I really enjoyed the small snippet that we just got. Okay. That was really interesting. Coming in 2021. I've already have it on my wish list, which is the funny thing, because it's, as you can see, it's pulsating with the wish list now. That was really cool. Like, I know there wasn't a whole bunch to it at that point in time, but I really like I really like the characters so far. I love the character design of them, like the little white-eyed thing. It makes me think kind of like a it's kind of got like a Tim Burton-esque feel to it. It kind of makes me think of Frambo. It kind of has like a Frambo feel to it. Alright, so continuing with my little small tangent now that I'm back. The game so far looks really really well made. Uh like I said, it has, to me, it kind of feels like it's got like a Tim Burton feel to it along with Franbo, which is really cool. Both are fantastic in the type of art style that they do. Uh, I really like the take on the characters' looks, like the whole big white-eyed thing without like the pupils and everything. That really intrigues me. Like, I love the look of that. The game itself looks fantastic. Uh, the storytelling so far is pretty cool. The mom and dad touch on like the silence of things, and I apparently already broke one of the rules. Uh, because they were talking about like how following the rules and sticking to the rules is like the big thing of Silent Town. But I told Sky to go ahead and do his thing instead of sticking to the rules, which I feel like stuff like that is going to have a bigger impact on the game whenever it actually comes out next year. Uh, on top of that, um, the characters already look pretty interesting. I know I can tell there's going to be really like I'm hoping that there's relationships developed between all of the characters, like between Lucy and Sky, and Lucy and her mother, and stuff like that, and like Sky and some of the other characters. It looks really interesting with that thought in mind. Uh, the whole thing, I don't know what kind of twist it's going to take. Like, there's obviously like a beast in the forest that I'm assuming it has the whole like SilentTown thing pinned to it, and like that shadow beast at the end of the first chapter. It looks it I can't wait for the game to actually come out because I really want to get the game and see what it has to offer. I don't know if it will actually cost anything. Like this a whole thing, like the prologue is completely free, so if you want to play the game for yourself, that is an option. So I highly recommend playing the prologue, getting the feel of it and everything. Because yes, it is a point and click, but it is still really fun to maneuver around, and like it feels really smooth. Uh, However, my only thing is that the graphics option, there's only like two options of high and low, and it changes everything. Like it changes how high the graphics are, how low. It changes all the graphics to the high setting, or it changes all the graphics to the low setting. Like you can't manually pick and choose and customize what the graphics look like and everything. Sound design, phenomenal. Like the roars of the forest, the bouncing, the cat sounds like it's like sitting next to you and stuff like that. It's a phenomenal design and style for the game, and I love that. But either way, with all of that being said, I'm really excited to see the game come out next year, and I definitely will be playing Children of SilentTown either on stream or on the channel. I may just end up recording the stream anyway and posting it to the channel just so that it's there as well, or so that's here on top of the stream. But uh like I said, highly recommend it. It's fantastic so far. um I don't know, like the only date that they have for it so far is 2021, so I don't know what month it'll specifically be coming out, but I definitely will be playing it, and I will I'm still debating on whether or not I'll want to restart the game whenever it actually comes out, or if I want to continue from where I left off. I may just do that. I may just continue where I left off just to keep it going a little bit, just to have this like put there like that cliffhanger. So either way, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching the video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you'll know when I upload, and so that you'll know whenever the next part of this comes out next year. And be sure you're subscribed so you'll get the notifications of any and every time that I upload. And check the description down below. I'll have the link over to my Twitch channel as well, so you can go over there and watch me stream. It's been a lot of paladins over there recently, but either way, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. So yeah.